Hello and welcome to a really odd start to a Fire Emblem episode, because last time I ended it with 2 battles, which we were going to do. I have now done those off camera, and we're going to go and do some instruction. While we're doing this, I'd like to apologise there hasn't been an episode in a couple of days. I was planning to get one recorded and out on Friday, and then have a couple for the weekend. However, the person who was coming around that day had a slightly different idea of what evening was. They said evening, they turned up at like 2:30, and I'm like, alright then. The videos I have are the videos I have. So, let's see, what are we getting Dmitry? We could give him sword, he already has enough to use rapier. He's probably not going to use the sword abilities, but he might use the combat arts. Or we could improve his thing there, or we can try and get him an extra movement. I don't know, let's get sword. Let's get sword. Let's go with that. It's nothing too bad there. Well, we can get his axe up to max pretty much, but I think we're doing authority to get him up to A, so we can use one of the really good battalions. Cool. Next one is Felix. Felix is about to hit A+, so we might as well do that.
This could be useful.
Perfect. And we got an extra praise here. Now, he already has S and sword. We can actually probably take him out. No, I don't want to do that. Let's keep going authority, but we can take him out if needing sword anymore, because he just doesn't need it. He's already max sword. Well, I don't think you get S+. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain S is the max, because I think we did max out something once. So I'm going to go for authority and then none. That seems about right. I could also go authority reason, try and push his reason up a little bit more. Nothing too bad there. Right. Next one. Instruct. Ash. Actually, happy. Because happy we need to get her faith up. Yes. Ooh, we can get to S on that as well. Then she can just do faith.
You're laying it on a little thick.
And that'll get her, so that should get her 1 extra range? Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
That is very useful, because that's a major problem we sometimes have in combat with her. Get authority up to a C+. Not that it matters, but
Intuition's all I need, but this'll help too.
I guess the authority buff helps her, and then we'll go here. As in the ability buff from it. Okay. But we don't have any battalions for her to use, is the main issue, because she's a flying unit. Let's go down here to happy. She's the bottom of the list. I don't know why I went round the other way. Alright, let's go for faith and nothing. Yeah, faith and nothing. Okay. Well, at least we're getting some more optimal, yeah, we're getting some more optimal stuff. Although, actually, thinking about it, would it not be better for us to have not leveled reason? And for then... No, because this... And then giving her faith points. Maybe that would have been slightly better in terms of how much you get. I don't know how much you get at the end of the week and how much it works out, but that might have been more optimal. I don't know. Thinking about it, that might be better. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I haven't worked it out. The way I do it, though, means that I don't need to go back and edit her goals again, which is definitely useful. So we could give him a D in terms of his faith. That sounds useful.
All right.
So we might as well do that, because it's very easy. Get some heal.
I'm really getting it, I think.
Heal's good. And then we might go for some more authority, because an A for him would be quite useful, I think. Then we have Mercedes, who is pretty much finishing everything. So she's already got all the faith she'll ever need. She's about to get up to the point where she'll have all the reason she'll ever need. Let's level her authority. There we go. And then we're done. Awesome. So all of them are done. Group task, who do we currently have? We have those 2. Aren't they finished? I think they're finished. Let's have a look. So that's Aloise, right? Yeah, so they are finished in their support. So instead, we want something that Flayn likes to do and Dmitry likes to do, because those are the 2 next one. So Flayn is neutral on that. Stable duty? Flayn is neutral. So it's either stable or flying. I guess we might as well do this, because he already has an A+, so at least he can get to S for the extra movement. And then we'll go Flayn. Execute. Begin. Okay.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something?
I consider it my duty to gift the world of innovations in magic, but my designs rarely have utility in battle. How do I overcome my weakness in this area, in your views? Your innovations don't need to be useful in combat.
Of course!
That seemed to be good, although we didn't get anything for it because she's full motivation, as she will always be. Okay. And then we're on to Anna's birthday. I guess we'll host a tea party. Hello, Anna. I'm going to give you the bitter tea.
Thanks for having me. Time for business. Oh, wait. A tea party? Thanks a million.
She likes money. That's all I know about her.
Yum.
Monetary wealth is the thing that she likes.
Sold.
Fashion.
Sold.
Yep. Okay. I hate the way she says sold each time we speak to her.
Not sure I buy it.
Gifts you'd like to receive. Yeah, I'm thinking about it for a second. Get into her mindset.
Sold.
Ooh. Dining partners? Monastery mysteries?
Good deal.
Alright.
Of course I pay my taxes. The fact that I can even do business at all is thanks to the goddess.
Commend? I guess. It was the perfect tea time. We shall zoom.
Hey, could you avert your gaze a bit? You're weirding me out.
That's what everyone should say in this situation.
You like my duds? Well, they might look standard issue, but they've got... Oh, save the sales pitch for later?
Alright, well... Oh, we can't leave it. She has trapped us by sipping some more tea.
Yum.
I'm gonna leave now.
Thanks for treating me. Let's do this again, yeah?
Yeah. Sure. Hey, at least we got charm up. I was worried for a second we get no benefit. Okay, I'll take my charm up. And a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it is the group task.
We will make a good team.
I feel the same. Have a look at how we did.
Perfect. Nice. Okay, hopefully I got a reasonable number of support points between them.
I'm getting better at this.
This is apparently the Anna episode. I didn't realize. I thought we already had that earlier. But that's okay. Now, I believe that we're just going to eat a lot of food between now and the next mission. Because I really want to get our supports done. So, I love how everyone's battling and I'm like, no, we're going to eat. It's probably because everyone explored last one. There's no certifications I want. But we do have a support between. Oh, many people. Okay, Dmitry and... well, Flane and Annette. Let's do Flane first.
Up this late practicing with your lance, are you?
Is that a euphemism?
And what about you? Have you got something on your mind again? You really should go to bed. It is chilly out, and you could catch cold. What's the matter? Have you been having nightmares?
Well, in a certain sense, yes. Can you spare a moment?
Of course.
Thank you. I want to apologize to you. When last we spoke, I mishandled the situation.
Your words that night touched me deeply. It felt as though I had been punched in the gut. But more importantly, I think I owe you an apology. I lied to you.
You did?
Do you recall when I ate that meal you cooked and I told you it was delicious?
It was not, as she is not a very good cook.
The truth is that no matter what I eat, I can scarcely taste it. I have not had my sense of taste for 9 years now.
That's very odd.
My cooking certainly is not something people often compliment me on.
I am sorry. When I said the food was good, I was just saying what I thought you would want to hear.
An apology is not necessary. You were only trying to be kind, after all.
In the end, I am not sure it was kind.
Because now all the other people have got food poisoning from your food.
Just the same, it was nice to hear. Oh, hey! I have an idea! What if you sampled some really pungent food? Or something extremely spicy? Maybe that would...
Flame.
Yes?
I like your cooking. I cannot taste it properly, but in my book, it is truly delicious.
No need for the flattery. Anyhow, maybe someday you will get your taste back. I hope then you will be able to compliment me sincerely about my cooking.
Alright, it's an interesting way for that support to go. And now we have Annette and Dmitry's final one. So I believe that Dmitry was talking to Annette about the kingdom capital. So let's see where this goes.
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
Is this sudden? Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So...
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
You had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed. If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital? My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I don't want you to end up like him. So, I've been thinking. When this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
What are you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that. You won't be able to do what you have to do with such a miserable look on your face. So, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay by your side. If you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Starve me?
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Okay, so that might be the default Dmitry pairing. I don't know, it doesn't quite feel perfect, but yeah, it might be. You never know. I'm trying to see who else could even be, like, Catherine seems out there. Ingrid, maybe? I don't know. Probably not Gilbert. I don't know, maybe it's meant to be main character. Right, now we have Dedue and Shamir, and this is Dedue's final support. Let's go.
Is this your dagger, Shamir?
I thought I lost it in battle. Thank you. I wonder if this dagger will ever fulfill its purpose.
Unexpectedly sentimental. I did not think you would be the type to let personal feelings affect you in battle.
Sorry, it just reminded me, when he said this, it reminded me of the Elcor in Mass Effect, where they would say what the next thing was going to, like, because they don't show emotion in their voice, they say what the emotion is going to be, so it would be
unexpectedly sentimental.
Followed by this bit, and this is him saying this is unexpectedly sentimental. That's obviously not what it's meaning, but that's, in my head, that's where my mind immediately went.
I try to think of it as just work, but I'm still human. Was there anything else?
I was hoping we could chat.
That's not like you. Our only common ground is brevity. Now you want to chat? What's gotten into you?
Despite our superficial similarities, we are actually completely different. So, I am interested in learning more about you.
The feeling is mutual. Being born in Dusker, you're an outsider here in Fódlan. I've devoted myself to Fódlan, but really, I'm an outsider too. So there are some things that connect us.
You are diligent, as am I.
Even so, I am not like you, and never could be.
I could never be like you, either.
That's just how people are. Even people with deep romantic or familial connections will never be identical.
That is why we should try to understand each other.
At least you're easy to talk to. You can make a good partner for a mercenary like me.
And you could make a good partner for one as devoted to the kingdom as I.
That depends on how much your master would pay.
I would expect no less.
Enough chatting. We should prepare for battle.
Okay, but before this ends, the bit that I thought we were going to get an extra bit on was, where is it? All the way back here, where she says...
I wonder if this dagger will ever fulfill its purpose.
I wonder what she means by that. Who is she going to kill with that dagger?
Yes, we should talk again when we have time.
I'm always around.
That must be in someone else's support, or maybe we've already had that support once, but I cannot remember. Interesting. Cyril and Ash, let's go. Ash's last support.
No good. I've lost sight of them completely, and those monsters might still be out there. I'd better get back to the monastery before dark.
Ash! Ash! I finally found you.
Cyril? What are you doing here? You're awfully far from your post.
I'd heard you'd gone missing, so I started looking for you everywhere. Here, I brought you a map. You can use this to get home later, right?
You came all this way for that? Alone? It's dangerous out here.
Am I being a nuisance?
Well, of course not. This is a big help, actually. You took a serious risk coming out here, though.
But I thought we were friends. That's what you told me, Ash. You said friends help each other when they're in trouble.
I did say that. You're right. Come on, let's get back to the monastery. I could use your help finding the way.
I know you could. That's why I came out here. Oh no, I just thought about it. I'm gonna be in trouble when I get back, huh?
Maybe. Leaving your post is against orders. But don't worry, I'll take a share of the punishment.
What? Why? You did nothing wrong.
True. We're friends, though, aren't we?
Friends gotta get punished together, too? I don't know about all that.
I wouldn't put it like that. I'd say friends stick together, through good and bad. So, let's split the blame. That's what friends are for.
Wow, so that's what friends are for. Okay then, when you're in trouble next time and you need my help, I'll go with you to get punished.
Good. I hope you remember that, because I think we're going to be friends for a long time.
You betcha. Friends for life, Ash. That's a promise.
Okay, so it's conversations like this that make me question the fact that they put Cyril's age as 20, where he's like, that's what a friend is? And you're like, are you not 5? Is this not what you're finding out here? Like, it's a very odd, like, conversation to have at this point in his life, right? Anyway, that's my only thing about that one. But besides that, it was good. Constance and Mercedes? Alright.
What's the use? Even with all I've learned, I still don't understand.
Hello, Constance. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just in need of a sympathetic ear. I found a magical scroll, which, unless I am mistaken, should relieve me of my woes.
Oh, wonderful!
Not so fast. The magic within this scroll is a type I have neglected to study.
Is it faith magic?
It pains me to admit this, but it may take decades of going back to the basics to grasp it.
I'm just expecting it to be the one that Mercedes is good at.
Decades? That's a long time to spend with your nose buried in an old piece of parchment.
Why must the goddess dangle a solution before me, only to cruelly pull it away?
There's no need to despair. To tell the truth, I like you just as you are.
You do? Why? Those low moods of mine have never done anyone the least bit of good.
You're like a little sister to me. Nothing you do will change that. Not even a little bit.
Really?
Of course. You're my sweet Constance, and I like you just as you are.
I see. Perhaps my moods are not the great burden I thought they were.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you. No matter what decision you make, I support you.
I felt no pressure, I assure you. It's more that I feel embarrassed to have been embarrassed. I'd put so much effort into finding a magical means to alleviate myself that it never occurred to me that maybe all I needed was to accept myself.
What will you do with the scroll you found?
Oh, I'll continue to research it, for research's sake if nothing else, but I may have no need of it. It's not as if these moods of mine have ever hampered my efforts to restore my house. And I am as a sister to you, no matter which face I present, yes? Nothing, no mood, no foe, no obligation, will keep me from honoring my sisterly duty to protect you.
We can protect each other.
Good. It is settled. Now we can begin the hard work of reclaiming our titles.
Absolutely. We'll become sister sages and restore our houses to their former glory.
You understand the plan perfectly. If we walk this path together, it can only end in triumph.
Cool. So we'll learn more about Constance on the next route. This route, I think that's all we've got for Constance. Oh, we have a Shamir and Cyril? Why not?
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I will.
I like these Shamir ones. She's very to the point. Even if the other person's gonna keep talking, Shamir is very much like a, this is what you need to do. This is what you're doing wrong. Now do it better. I like it. Anyway, I went one too far back. We want Marianne and Hanneman next.
I should head back.
Finished with your training, Miss Marianne?
Oh, Professor Hanneman. Yes, I've just finished training for the day.
You have merely completed the exercises assigned to you, yes? Nothing more? Or am I wrong?
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have done more.
No, please. You've done as you were asked. Quite solid work, child. I simply wish to ask a question. You possess a crest, do you not? When you entered the Officers' Academy, your father submitted a request to the monastery, as well as a significant donation. Your father asked that your crest not be confirmed, under any circumstances. At first, I thought he did not want the world to know that his daughter bore no crest. In your father's position as a newly minted noble, it would be most advantageous for his daughter to possess a crest, you see. However, I am now certain I was wrong. I believe you do, in fact, possess a crest of some sort.
How did you find out?
I have been called the Father of Crestology, which is a bit of an ostentatious title, I admit. However, a brief period of observation allows me to hazard a usually accurate guess as to whether a body houses a crest or not. With the knowledge of your father's actions and my own observations, I come to you with a warning. As a crest bearer, you are guaranteed to have certain talents. It is prudent to study your crest diligently to ensure your safe mastery of these talents, whatever they may prove to be.
No, I have no talents.
Oh yes, you do. No matter how hard you may try to hide it, my sight is keener than that. And what I see, others will eventually notice as well. Those who hold power must wield it in the service of their fellow man, Miss Marianne. I believe that is true, whether you are peasant or noble. And doubly true, I would say, for those with crests. Or do you think I'm wrong? On principle alone, it is a waste to allow a rare talent to remain dormant. I would like very much to advise you to aid your understanding of your crest. Will you accept my offer?
No, I refuse.
That is regrettable. A veritable tragedy, Miss Marianne.
What's interesting about that one, it is pre-time skip, but it's a pre-time skip Marianne where she actually kind of stands up for herself. It's just odd, you don't usually see that from her. Anyway, it is time for our exploration. So, let's go and explore. First things first though. First things first. No. We can't be seen wearing the same thing 2 months in a row. So instead, wait, what's the month? We're in June. You know what? In June, it's time for summer clothes. I think we've reached that time. Along with some glasses. Would you look at that? We're now in this outfit again. Right, nothing in here. Anything new on the bulletin board? Doesn't appear so. Alright, cool. Let's head down to Abyss. Hello. Yes, I would love to go to Abyss. Thank you very much. So in Abyss, we got to speak to the 4 of them.
So much.
We could get a rapier with our Renown, which might be a good use for it. And I think it's a C level weapon, so it might be worth getting one of those. We could also probably just upgrade it with money, though. We could probably buy smithing stones and do something like that. But I want one for Dmitry, although he maybe doesn't need that one. He maybe needs something else. Professor. Anyway, hello.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I hear Deirdre is our next objective. Small world. That's actually where I grew up. It's a great place.
Oh, okay. Wait, Deirdre's the Alliance capital, isn't it? Oh no, I wonder if we're going to have that same map and mission again. I hope it's not got the same stuff that the last one had in it. Seems unlikely because the last one had, I think it was the Almiran Navy, was also attacking. Which seems very unlikely to be the case in this particular circumstance, given why we're going there, but yeah.
So
it might be bad.
The army runs you ragged, marches you from place to place, prodding you to fight. They promised me 3 meals a day. They'd have to give a lot more than that to get me to sign on. I'd rather starve down here than deal with that.
Okay. If this was a proper place in the world, as in if this wasn't DLC content, what would be quite cool is if they had characters who like move between the two. Like potentially you had a character who was in your army and then was down here. It'd be cool little side stories, but yeah. I don't think there is any of that because it's DLC content, so they wouldn't be in the base game section. Okay, more scrap heap stuff that we don't need. Oh, right, I want to check this, actually. I do want to check it.
Why, hello there.
Because I want to check Dmitry. Yeah, so Dmitry, small hearts of all of them. Big heart of Annette. Okay, so not super big heart of Annette, but big heart of Annette. Okay, interesting.
Come back soon now.
Yeah, interesting. Hello.
I was most relieved to hear that no one at the School of Sorcery was harmed. They are capable people who bear Fódlan's future on their shoulders. We can afford to lose none of them.
It's good that Ferdiad is ours once again.
Yes, the future of magic is bright. Though it would be brighter if my own house's future was guaranteed. The Alliance is next on our agenda, yes? Watch carefully for my dazzling spellcraft.
Will do. Right, head out there. Round this way, and we have Happy and Yuri.
People have always fought, I guess. Bandits and nobles clashing over territory, things like that. So before the war, when folks talked about how peaceful everything was, I thought, what continent are you living on? I get it now. A few isolated skirmishes here and there are nothing compared to a full-blown war. The one truly peaceful place I've known was the village where I grew up.
Okay, hello.
So, the king who came back from hell, defeated the tyrant and liberated the people. It's like something out of a poetic saga. At least those in need will see it as such.
You think so? Actually, how do you see it?
It isn't like the poor need some lofty air basking in glory. What they need is someone who can ease their woes, keep them fed, things like that. How they view such a king all depends on his ability to provide for them. All things considered, I imagine Dmitry will do a fine job at it.
Oh, for a second there I thought he was going to say, they could use somebody who could do this, this and this, and that person should be me. But obviously they can't say that because then that would mean that they'd have to put something in the game where somehow that could be a possibility, otherwise it just seems a little odd. Also, oh, I thought she was doing a really weird action over her pots. Oh, she's clapping at her pots. Alright. Hello.
It's happened. The Alliance is now little more than a battlefield. I guess that was inevitable. So far, Albrecht territory has remained unscathed, but that won't last forever.
We'll win this one for the Alliance as well.
When I see that Arundel guy, I'm gonna knock him flat. We're short on time, but we have to go in prepared. If we lose this, we lose everything. The stakes are too damn high.
Alright. And then in here, their Pagan Altar. We can offer a noun. See, what I was thinking is we could maybe get him this one. I mean, it is good against armored units, which I suppose is good. I forget that it's good against armored and it's good against horse, cavalry units. Is there anything else that's weird that we could get? Anything we can't get elsewhere? Tomahawks we can't get elsewhere. Or at least we can't easily buy. Okay. Intriguing. We could get tomahawks. I don't know. I think I'm okay, but it's worth thinking about. It is worth thinking about. Potentially for the final mission we could do that. I don't know. On the other hand, what I could do is I could keep my renown in a special place where we just never spend it. I think that one also works quite well. I was also thinking for the next one, I was half considering not spending any renown in order so that we could get things from the, as in not spending it on all the Wayfair or the Wayseer stuff and the library, because we obviously don't need the library because we've already read it. However, on the other hand, for that thing, I was also thinking, I do want to maybe see the Wayseer stuff for the next playthrough when we have it, so I'm not entirely sure how to handle that yet. Just an interesting thought about how to make that optimal, while also still having, you know, story bits from it and all that sort of stuff. Oh, nobody's here. I was thinking it was odd that I couldn't see anyone, but yeah, nobody is here. Hello. Advanced Brawling. Advanced Brawling? We don't even have anyone who can do that. Alright, I guess I'm gonna leave. The only person who could do it is Dedu, maybe. But he wouldn't do enough damage to kill them in the right number of turns. Interesting. Anyway. Hello, Caspar.
That's right. Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe I'll get one if I can rescue him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that's even better than his and earn a nickname for sure.
Sonic? Is that the nickname you're wanting? Because that's what you're going for currently. Oh, hello.
I'm glad Dmitry and Claude don't have to fight one another. I am the daughter of an Alliance Lord, though, so I suppose that goes without saying. Having to fight with your former classmates is just so terribly sad.
Oh. Alright then. We will move on and around here. I mean, to be fair, they didn't need to fight in the first place. They were only fighting because Dmitry was in crazy mode. But now we're good. Oh, whose room is this?
Anyway.
Ash's room. Oh.
The very same night we liberated the capital, a messenger arrived from Deirdre. Claude must have predicted that we'd retake it.
Or Claude is bringing us into a trap. Definitely.
Claude's a hard person to read. It's obvious not much escapes his eye, though. Kind of unsettling, honestly.
It could be Claude tricking us to come to Deirdre, and then actually he's got a plan that's going to cause us problems. I don't know, though. I don't know. They do keep saying he's master tactician, and you're going,
Pardon me.
Alright. Maybe there's more to this.
Hi there.
Yeah, our green flower seeds. Hello. I'd love to do some gardening. Yes, harvest. Northern Fódlan seeds is what I used there. Alright. Fine. Yeah, and then we can get a 3 yield. Wonderful. No issue. Head out here.
Maybe.
And up. Okay, so no one is here. Alright, back down. There we go, something like that. Keep running round.
Hello.
Grab all the fish. Hello, I need to eat your fish. Perfect. Nothing over there. Nothing. Ooh, never mind. Oh, pretty much nothing there. Hello.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the Aquatic Capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
Thanks. Right, down here we have some berries, some fruit. Wonderful, that will allow us to cook some things. Some more random junk.
Okay.
I do want to get more tea stuff now that we have money. Oh, hello.
We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army. So give it your all out there.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Right, I want to buy 2 lots of tea.
Hello!
Hello! I would like to buy
Will this
maybe
one
2
do?
lots of that.
It's all
And 2
will
lots of
this
that.
one do? It's all yours.
Right.
Tell your friends.
Then I want to head over here to this one
Welcome.
and sell the bullions that we have.
Thank you.
So it accounts for 1 lot of tea.
Please come again.
Then I want to speak to you.
Welcome.
Not you.
Come again.
Although I should buy poultry and wild game if we don't actually. You know what, let's buy some of that just so we have some stuff for meals. Let's buy like, I don't know, 10 of this. Why not?
A pleasure. You have a good
And
eye.
like 10 of that.
A
Just in
pleasure
case
come
that does
again.
actually help us. I was thinking we should maybe buy Anna's stuff.
I hope things.
Because she probably has stuff worth... Oh, there we go. Secret shop.
Welcome.
Ooh, there's also an item hidden in those bits next to us. Should probably buy the stat ups. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, yeah, we can afford them, I think.
Thanks. Is that the one?
Oh, I can just buy them
Is
like
that
this
the
because
one?
they're
Is that
limited.
the one? Is that 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 the one?
So that's a lot of money down the drain, but that's okay. I then also want to buy... This is a very expensive thing we're doing here. 55 of those.
I thank you. This one, yes?
33 of those.
I thank you.
I think we need to do
Return
another
soon,
battle
please.
week. Looking at that. Replenishing our resources was very expensive. That's alright. I can do that one later. Right, nobody's here. Oh, I also forgot. Because we saw it behind her. There's that item.
What?
Hidden in here. Yeah, green flower seeds. Cool. Right, up this way. And we're gonna head left. Oh, hello.
I went to visit my adoptive father at his home in the capital. He used to grovel at Cornelia's feet when the city was under her control. But after it was liberated, he started courting the kingdom instead.
That's despicable.
Absolutely. He's hopeless. I suppose when you're a merchant, that's all you know. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him.
Nice. Good to see that she's ditching him.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. When the war's over, I hope I can visit with everyone there.
Yeah. Probably can, assuming we don't burn it to the ground or something. Nothing over here. Get out of my way, child. Do you not know who I am? Right. Hey, Shamir.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fódlan. I'd like to save him if we can.
We'll make it in time.
I know. And I'm sure he's already calculated exactly when that will be.
Okay. Hello.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up.
Oh.
If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Will do. Also, I love the cat army she's kind of getting around her there. It's good. Just checking, nothing in that bit there. We'll head out here and check the amiibo gazebo. Still hasn't gotten old saying that. The elixir, the lavender blend, the honeyed fruit blend, the allele grass, and the concoction. Right. We will head out here and speak to you.
It'll take a little while yet for the capital to be restored to its former glory, but it's not dead yet. Doesn't matter how many times you put the people of Ferdiad down. They'll get right back up again. Just you watch. Before long, things will be back to how they were.
Sure. Up here we have these two.
What do you think? If you travel east from the Alliance and cross Fódlan's throat, you enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance. Tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements, he rarely leaves Goneril territory.
Okay, so that's just mentioned Almyrans, which makes me think the Almyran Navy stuff might happen.
The Alliance leader is too demanding and the prince is too soft-hearted, don't you think? They spilled much of each other's blood at Grondar. I lost a lot of friends to the Alliance. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. I know this is tactically sound. Everyone seems on board with it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any misgivings.
Interesting way of seeing Dmitry as soft-hearted. He's definitely done a lot for his, you know, a lot for his, I'm trying to think of the right word, for his public image in this short amount of time.
We're still searching for Lady Rhea. No news on that, I'm afraid. Lord Arundel, the Emperor's uncle, is the regent of the Empire. If we crush them at Deirdre, maybe we'll capture him and wring some clues out of him.
Maybe.
I was getting excited for our big Empire showdown. I spent so much time mentally preparing. Then we shifted focus to Deirdre. I hadn't been expecting that. But, as a knight who's sworn to serve the goddess, I cannot turn a blind ear to those who seek my aid.
Interesting that both of them don't really see the Alliance as like a big priority for them. I guess if they're in, like, you know, if Rhea's their priority and they're thinking about going to the Empire, then the Alliance does rather seem like the wrong direction.
What about Deirdre, the Aquatic Capital? I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm.
Maybe once the war is over.
Yeah? Maybe you and me? That'd be a good reason to survive the war.
Yeah. Alright, heading here. And this will be Dmitry, probably. Yep.
It was over 20 years ago. There was an illness raging across Ferdiad. Our people were dying left and right. It was Cornelia who saved the kingdom from that dreadful illness.
Cornelia was a doctor?
No, I hear she was originally an imperial scholar. She was in the kingdom by my father's invitation. People praised Cornelia as a saint for ending the epidemic. But there came a day when she completely changed. Her behavior, mannerisms, likes, dislikes, everything.
Oh, so she was legitimately the savior of the kingdom, and then she got replaced by those who slither. Intriguing.
Despite all that, Father still appointed her to a high post. After all, she had saved the kingdom from ruin by that disease. But above all, my stepmother trusted her. That's why what that woman said is... Never mind.
Okay.
Lord Rodrigue Fraldarius has passed on.
We know.
Margrave Gautier has assumed his position and is now gathering the lords of the Eastern Territories. House Gautier is equal in prestige to House Fraldarius. Sylvain is a Gautier. These lords are reorganizing the Fargus army and eradicating any remaining factions that claim allegiance to the Empire. Of course, His Highness is being kept apprised with regular reports, but it falls to me to monitor him and ensure he does not try to take on too much. I would ask you to do the same. If you take your eyes off that man, even for a moment, he is liable to do something rash.
Okay. Also love how the dude was just like, let me recap the situation for you. This is what's happening, and these are who these people are. We didn't really need it, but you know, it was interesting. I guess it'd be useful if it was your first run through.
We're gonna go help Claude? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor, but it's not like I got anything against Claude.
Were you close?
Of course! Claude was the kind of person who would be instantly friends with anyone. I got no clue what'll happen to the Alliance, but I sure hope Claude doesn't die.
Yeah, that's a good hope, you know? I sure hope Claude doesn't die. Right, we can head up to the cathedral now. And let's check the box. Yep. Mercedes. I've always hated exercising and avoided training, but now that I'm afraid that I might be holding everyone back. Is there anything I can do to support my allies? Boost the morale with a delicious meal. Do you like that? Good. Hello.
So, I heard that Deirdre is under attack. I hope Judith is alright. She may be the hero of Daphne, but facing the might of the Empire? I wish there was something more I could do. But I can only pray and hope.
Alright, we'll leave you there then. Hello. This is Dmitry's singing hour. Him and Flayn are going to be singing.
It is not guaranteed to be good, even if everyone sings earnestly. It is not easy after all.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
Fantastic. Right, we've had singing.
Pardon me.
Over here. Just checking, yeah, there's nothing else in here. There's nothing in the box. Right. Or in the small thing, whatever it's called. Bucket. That would be a word that people might use to describe it. Right. And now, we can speak to Ingrid.
So House Regan has regained its influence in the Alliance and is gathering forces. Claude always was somewhat inscrutable. It's strange somehow to hear talk of his brilliance as the leader of the Alliance.
Oh, alright then. That was it. Hello.
Using the Great Bridge of Myrddin as a base, we'll spread out and cover as much ground as possible in our search for Her Grace. Judging by the information we've gathered, the most suspicious location is definitely the Imperial capital, the Hrym territory, whose leader is a mere puppet, and the Eyre territory, whose leader was deposed and disappeared. The Empire has a lot of places with suspicious happenings, and it's certainly worth investigating. But it won't do to take too much time in relieving the Alliance army. Please, hurry.
Alright, we will do. Just checking there's no one in the library. Did she just spawn out of midair? I might have missed that.
Even if we do enter Alliance territory, we're not gonna find Lady Rhea there. I wish we could leave Claude be and go attack the Empire. I suppose if we can't beat the Empire forces here, then we can't get into the Empire lands, can we? I guess that just means it's hard work time, huh, Professor?
I guess, yeah. Right up here, and hello.
Cornelia Arnhem. That's a familiar name, yes. She once studied in the Empire. My understanding is, shortly after I left the Empire, she did as well. Unlike myself, Cornelia traveled to the kingdom. Apparently, she halted a plague and was rewarded with a quite powerful appointment. That such an outstanding researcher should fall to such depravity. Sickening, Professor, and quite sad.
Alright. Interesting to get a little bit more background on Cornelia.
Speaking of which, thank you very much.
Alright. We got renown and money for my fruit. That wasn't really what I wanted to do with it.
Capital recaptured. I desire to call him Your Majesty rather than Your Highness. He would refuse my desire, rightfully pointing out that he has not as yet been crowned. However, the day this war is ended and the Church has placed the crown upon his head, then he will truly be our king, and I will call him Your Majesty at last. I must go hear the reports from our spies. There is something worrying me, and no, it can wait. I shall tell you more when our information is more concrete.
Interesting. I wonder if there's something to do with Claude in there. Okay. Hello.
I thought there was a chance that Cornelia had captured Lady Rhea, but it seems that is not the case. Our next foe, Lord Arundel, was once a pious adherent to the Seros Creed. His contributions to the church stopped quite abruptly some time ago. I think it is likely the man knows something.
Okay. Hello.
You plan to aid Claude, do you not? Huh. I think that is absolutely marvelous. Being opposing forces at the Battle of Gronder was ill-fated. It hurt to side against him. I am happy that things have taken a brighter turn now.
Yeah, that's good. Let's head along here and speak to Manuela. Hello, Manuela.
What do you think? Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army, claiming victories on dozens of battlefields. But it looks like he's not at Deirdre. Like every man in my life, he's run away from me. And he better run. One day I'm gonna find that guy and pay him back for what he did to me.
One day, yeah. Alright, down here, over to... I actually think I'm going to start here in the reception hall, because there's somewhere else I want to go before we head back. I also wanted to speak to Manuela again, but I guess we can avoid doing that. Open the doors, let me in. Cool.
Professor!
I went the wrong way. That's fine.
Hello.
Right. We head this way. I want to quickly speak to Catherine. Hello.
We're still searching Lord R. If we
Hello. Advanced drill, please, in punching things. Appreciate it. You got anything for me, Eloise?
Then what?
Advanced drill and punching things. Perfect. We're almost at an A+ there. Great. So those are the ones I wanted to grab. Now we're going to go to the dining hall and eat. Eat, eat, eat. Right. Head chef challenge. Let's see. Dmitry. Wait, okay. Enhanced for those enjoying their favorite meal. Oh, so the actual head chef challenge doesn't do anything. Okay. Go over those two. Have a meal.
Oh, this takes...
This is...
Yeah, so that was the good response for food. Okay. So that's Dmitry. Still working on Flame for him. Okay. Next one we'll work on. The Do is finished. Felix is finished. Ash is now finished. Sylvain is finished. Mercedes. Cyril. Okay. Mercedes. Cyril. Perfect. Let's go. And we've heard this before, so we'll skip through it. Perfect. Next one is Annette and Hanneman. Okay. Annette and Hanneman. Yep, perfect. So push towards this one as well.
This.
Wonderful. Ooh, they do have one between each other. Next one is Ingrid and Yuri. Alright. I was looking for one that Ingrid likes. Ingrid likes the Fisherman's Bounty. Yuri also likes the Fisherman's Bounty. Perfect. So we'll get them to eat.
I appreciate.
Perfect. Next one is so we've had Ingrid and Yuri. Caspar, no. We could do Marianne, but there's no point. Right, so let's go Happy, Dmitry, and Dadu, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, so Dimitri's already eaten, yeah. So we'll go Dadu and, I don't know, Ash. We'll just do the next lot here. Doesn't really matter as long as we get their, yeah, as long as we get their supports up. That's all that really matters here. Sylvain and Happy, perfect. So that's the last lot I think that we need support, like we need motivation up with, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
Let me check. So goals, Felix and Caspar. All right, Felix and Caspar. Doesn't matter because we get full support anyway, but it would be nice to find the ones that match. At least the ones that aren't bad. Oh, there we go. Felix and Caspar. Sauteed jerky. So yeah, we can buy food that works for people, and we should do that. Okay. Instead of just supporting yourself on a fish-based diet. And now we are done. Yes, we will finish exploring. Let's go. So on to the instruction part of the episode. Again, roughly where we began. Let's head in here. Head up here. I know we didn't do the supports, but we can do them at the start of this week. Right, let's go for more faith. Yep, just checking we're on the right one there.
Thanks.
Yeah, getting a fair amount in there. That was really good. That was 4 perfects. And great, I think. Head up this way, Gilbert. What you need? Axe and authority. Your axe is pretty good. Your authority could use work. Keep pushing it forward. Next one is Marianne. Marianne needs... we're going faith and authority. I think I'll go for authority on her. Try and get that. At least B+ gives her a bonus of some kind. Caspar. Authority would actually be useful for you. You don't need lance and flying anymore because you already have your class. So yeah, authority. I think we should switch them to probably authority and axe. Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, authority and axe would probably be a better group for him because he does have the master class, I believe. Anyway, not that we use him enough to actually use it, but you know, I think that's the correct one for him. Right. Back out there. So where was Caspar? So it's Caspar. Ingrid. Ingrid, sword and authority. Authority's already an A+. I might go sword here. Just push it higher and higher. Make it very good. Awesome. Annette. Faith. Sure. Another perfect. Another one. And a good. Nice. Mercedes. Guess we'll keep pushing your authority up. Getting there. Nice. So that is that. And we will now begin training. I don't believe there's anything going to happen on the second week, so we'll skip through to Saturday, which is our group task. And let's see.
Good results.
Hey, it's perfect. Nice. So you got a bonus on sword there. I saw an authority go up. So you got Sunder.
It seems my proficiency has improved.
Yeah, and that one didn't matter. Alright, and now it's on to the 21st. Alright then, did we get any more supports? We still only have the support between Annette and Hanneman. but we should be almost there with some others. I'm going to drop in a save, and then I'm actually going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. Next time, we're going to try and get some more supports, and then I think probably battle. So I'm going to do some inventory management between episodes, and then maybe battle on the last one, maybe get the rare monster sighting done, just so that we can get a little bit more money so that we can actually, you know, afford to do the mission this month. And a little bit of XP isn't the worst thing out there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.